Okay, it's Andy Lockwood from Lockwood College Prep. You have now successfully completed the quiz, and I'm going to go through the answers with you with a little bit of explanation. I figured it'd be easier and quicker to do this with video instead of a long-winded explanation, although I am going to keep this video to a couple of minutes. So let me share my screen here. Awkward pause. Okay, so here's the quiz. I'm going to fill it out right here on the fly. Number one, what is the average tuition discount given by colleges? So I'm recording this in early 2021, and I'm saying that because the average tuition discount by all colleges has risen every year according to the National Association of Collegiate Business Officers. And as of the date of recording, actually before they put out the post-coronavirus numbers, 52.6%, believe it or not, the average discount. I'm sorry, I said before, for all colleges. It's for private colleges is 52.6%. The number for all colleges is a little bit lower. It's 47% and change. My point of telling you this is that paying full price is a choice, not an obligation. And most colleges, particularly the ones that have the highest sticker prices, they're the ones that discount the most. So you should never rule out a college based on sticker price. That's the explanation and takeaway there. Number two, grades and scores. How much do they count overall in a college admissions officer's decision? 80%, 70%, 60%, 50%. The answer has to do with the fact that getting to college is not a pure meritocracy. It's a lot about how you market yourself. 60% is the answer. It's GPA, your test scores. Even in today's test optional environment, college admissions officers would rather see test scores given the chance. And rigor, your AP, IB classes. That's super important. Those three things in the aggregate, 60%. The 40%, there's stuff that's out of your control, such as your race, your ethnicity, whether your parents went to a certain college, et cetera, et cetera. Then there's stuff that's in your control, like whether you're a recruited athlete, which is in your control to some extent, your extracurricular activities, if they're strategic and they resonate from ninth grade forward, your essays, your applications, and a bunch of other stuff. This information here is not solely coming from my brain. It's coming from a business partner of mine who was on the admissions committee of Princeton University for 30 years, and he created a software that I've been using for about 6 years that helps illustrate the true chances of getting in, as opposed to Naviance, which most schools use, which kind of stinks. Okay, next question. Which of the following extracurricular activities help you stand out on your applications? National Honor Society, participating in the Breast Cancer Autism Awareness Colitis Walk fundraiser. That's 3 separate fundraisers, or perhaps it's one. Belonging to 17 clubs in school, doing community service, or the Lori Loughlin route, photoshopping your kid's head on an athlete's body. Well, I'm not going to address that because that's just a goof. But none of these things really helps you stand out. They are good activities, but they are typical activities. So when I work with clients one-on-one, when I'm advising them, which is me and my team of advisors, we're always trying to get them to pepper their extracurriculars with at least 1 or 2 atypical types of activities. So it's great to be in a club, but it's atypical to found a club, by way of example. So I want you to think about atypical student activities. Okay, which of the following, but not necessarily politically correct, which you probably understand by now, categories of applicants do not give an edge in college admissions? Check the one that best applies. So which do not give an edge? Early decision applicants, do they get an edge or do they not get an edge in getting into college? Early action applicants, underrepresented minority applicants, do they get an edge or do they not get an edge? International applicants, legacies, children of alumni who went to that particular college, recruited athletes, or development. Which of these categories don't get an edge? Early action. Early action is different than early decision. Early decision is binding, which is good to help your chances of getting in for the most part, but by the way, not so great for aid. But early action is not binding, and that does not give any type of edge for admissions. Next question. There's more need-based aid than merit or academic aid available. Is that true or false? That is true. Oh, no, it's not. It's false. I'm working without a safety net here. It's kind of there is more merit aid, more academic money, which is not only for the Doogie Housers of the world. It's for kids who colleges want. Yes, grades and scores are important, but it really matters if you're going to get merit aid. It really matters more about what pond you fish in, what schools you apply to, and how you stack up or how your child stacks up against them. Frankly, most of our clients don't qualify for need-based aid. Many do, but it's under 50%. And that's okay because there's more merit aid out there. All right. Next question. The majority of college funds are awarded to parents or families whose income falls in the bottom 25% of income nationally, bottom 5%, bottom 10%, or top 25%. That's it. Most aid goes to high income earners, relatively speaking. And that's not need-based aid necessarily. It's also need-based and merit aid combined. It tends to go to families that have six-figure incomes. And there's reasons for that, but that's beyond the scope of this. I don't want to make this too long. This question is about the essay. How much does the college essay count in the overall application process? Is it 10 to 15% of what admissions officers look at? Is it 15 to 20, 20 to 25? Or is it disproportionately less than the effort and emotional angst kids and moms expend? So this is a trick question because it could either be this or this, really the same answer. The essay counts, but it's a fraction, percentage-wise, of the overall weight of factors. So grades and scores and rigor, I said before, about 60%, and the essays are somewhere in that other 40%. The trick is that, of course, when you're applying to an Ivy League or a similar type of competitive school where you're on the fence, then everything is super important. So that 10 to 15% can feel a lot more important. And I think that's why it's a disproportionate amount of emotional energy compared to the actual overall factors. All right, the next two questions are for special categories, so I'll be quick. For business owners, how do they calculate the value of your business? The short answer here is that most businesses have a value of 0 on the FAFSA. It asks you, what's the value of your business? If you're completing the main financial aid application, the FAFSA, the answer is 0. For divorced and separated families, which parent completes the financial aid applications? This is nuanced because I'm recording this, I mentioned before, in 2021. It's still 2021. I haven't been talking that long. And currently, the parent that the child lives with is considered the custodial parent, and that's the parent that should be completing the financial aid applications. The rules are changing because starting with the 2023 financial aid applications, which become available in October 22, so if you're watching this then, this pertains to you and you're divorced, it's the parent that takes the kid as a dependent that should be completing the financial aid applications because that parent is supporting the child more, in theory. So it's a nuanced answer depending on when you're watching this. 2021, it's the parent that the child resides with the majority of time without regard to who declares, which parent declares the kid as a dependent. But that changes because of the CARES Act that passed in January 2021, 5,900 pages of gobbledygook by Congress. So that's it. So if you have any other questions, there's a few resources that I put on this page, including a webinar that goes a little bit deeper into financial aid. If you want to set up a time to talk to me or someone on my team one-on-one about helping you with either the aspect of just paying for college, or if you are interested in that plus being coached on the whole process, there's a way to set up an appointment as long as we have space for you to talk to us about that. But either way, I hope you found this information valuable, and I wish you luck in the entire process. And if you found this valuable, please don't keep us a secret. Share it with anyone you think would benefit from this information. Andy Lockwood, Lockwood College Prep, signing off. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.